Well, this isn't the first time we've been here on Inside Greeley talking about some of Greeley's wonderful parks and one of the amenities of those parks, which is the playgrounds. Awesome time. So many things that are happening around Greeley and as far as those playgrounds are concerned. And with me today, we have Clint Anders, who's the Parks Planner with the City of Greeley. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of those new playgrounds that we have and some that are coming along the way. Clint, great to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so, okay, you and I are smiling because this is a great time. We get to talk about playgrounds.
Yeah, these are, I would say, some of the funnest projects I get to work on as a Parks Planner. And I think there's a lot has happened since we last talked about playground replacements.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there's a lot that's happened. I've got my little Post-it note here with a list, and we just kept adding as we were having a conversation before this interview. But some of the ones we want to make sure that we mention to folks, and so for anybody that doesn't know about them, they know that they can go and check them out, or anybody that's already been there, hey, maybe you should go back again. Let's start with Centennial.
Yeah, so Centennial opened late last year. It was part of the phase 2 for that park renovation. And it's a really cool brand new playground. Mm-hmm. It's right underneath all the existing trees in the new parking lot by the tennis courts.
Yep.
Opening day, we had this amazing event with the library and a ton of people. And then I got a text message that weekend saying there were like 100 kids out there this Saturday after we opened it.
Yeah. That's the one thing about playgrounds. You don't have to worry about, hey, did we promote it enough? Because the kids know.
They'll find it. They'll find it.
Yeah. So along with Centennial, which is, I'll mention, is right by Centennial Library and Butch Butler Field and the pool area. We also had, and I'll just mention these real quick, Farr, Sanborn, and what's coming up here soon, Josephine B. Jones.
Yeah. So I'll start with Farr, because this is kind of the order they go in my head.
That's
when
right.
construction started, right? So Farr is a really unique playground. It was in 2 separate footprints, like a smaller tot footprint and a larger footprint. And we combined that into one massive playground footprint to where we could include more amenities and utilize the full safety servicing, the entire fall zone at the whole playground footprint. And we added a lot of cool amenities, some really tall slides.
Yes.
So we have a really fun 2, maybe 3, maybe 4-person slide.
Yes.
And then there's the 30-foot tall slide at the top from the top of the climber.
Yep.
And then one of my favorite new amenities over there, kind of unique, it's the new rock wall.
Yeah. If for any of you that caught it, Clint on Facebook, he showed a little taste of climbing on that wall, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I think that was like a month ago, and my shoulder is finally healed from being put on the spot and forced to climb up there.
Yeah. So we've just got a couple of minutes left, so we would also mention about Sanborn and J.B. Jones. Sanborn is kind of where we are today with a nice little pirate theme, and then Josephine B. Jones.
Yeah, so this is a really fun playground replacement. It's very similar to the old footprint, kind of that figure 8 shape, but we took out the concrete path that was in the middle of it so we could expand our playable surface area, and we added this really neat elevated sidewalk on the back half. And I actually have the railing getting powder coated today, so that'll be installed soon.
Nice.
And then we have a few more surprises coming on later.
Okay. Well, and we didn't mention the surprises that are coming to Farr, but we'll leave that for a later time. Yeah, that's right. And then Josephine B. Jones, by the time people see this air, we'll probably have that finished.
Yeah, I was out there this morning talking with the contractor about the schedule for the safety surfacing. The fencing over there is still up, but one of my favorite things about that new playground is the shade that we added. It looks really cool. You can even see it from the road.
Yeah, and that was one of the things when we had reached out to all of these neighborhoods for their various playgrounds, asking them what they'd like to see. One of the big things that came out with Josephine Jones was the shade.
Yeah,
it's very important. So one thing I want to make sure that we mention is, obviously, we want to thank all of our residents who took part in the surveys and let us know what they'd like to have and how they want to experience their playgrounds. But another piece to that, so thank you, residents, is we want to make sure that we give a shout out to some of our city departments that help make these projects happen.
Yeah, these projects are really unique. We collaborate a lot on these playground replacements. We have streets helping us with demo and some of the groundwork. Facilities helps out with concrete work and some of the design early on. And that really lets me maximize my budget and put it all back into the playground. So huge thank you to them. Also forestry for helping me move the occasional tree.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Yeah, so shout out to them. And before we run out of time here, we just got a few seconds left. Let's mention real quick some of the upcoming projects. We've got Brentwood, Trend Rivers, Peak View, and then of course the project that's been going for a little while, Delta Park. And I'll let you pick one that you get to highlight.
Oh.
I know, I'm making
Okay.
it hard on you.
I'm really excited for the Brentwood playground replacement.
Yeah.
I've already started talking with some of the staff at the middle school, and that's going to be a really fun playground to design with their help.
Yeah. I kind of hear about that around the office in our communications and engagement, and I know everybody else is very interested to see what happens there. Very much needed for a lot of our playgrounds. Clint, thank you so much for all the work that you've been doing with the playgrounds and at our parks. Looking forward to seeing what is coming next, and thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so if you want more information about our parks and playgrounds here in Greeley, you can head on over to speakupgreeley.com to get highlights and updates on each of these projects that are coming down the line. Again, that's speakupgreeley.com.